let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
What you need, tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstated. Your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the line.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through. the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 7. Mike, 57.
He don't know no better.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check safety, check safety. 66, bullet, high.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking. To get it to Allen Hurns that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Tell him 20. We own them. We own them.
To throw again, Stafford, and he finds Parker here, complete.
Shut down.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Pascal's got it. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Martin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, it's probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Bring it up.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set.
58 to
20.
58 to Mike.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Running the sweep with McLaurin. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Check.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hey, they scared. They scared.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go again.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Davante Adams, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, 22. Sure. Hey, box drop.
Safe.
Like 7.
Jam.
X3.
Jam.
218, chopper. Hey. Omaha, ready to move. Hey, exit.
So that'll back him up 5.
Set. 280. 7. Stay 50. Let's set a tone. What behind? Wide. Get wide. 80. Flip behind.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. These two teams all tied after 1.
Set. 260.
57 to Mike.
Drill right. 22.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Bravo.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
I'm coming after you.
Airing it out for Hearns. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
32.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to take a shot from end zone, caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Pascal, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Mayfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Who that?
Monday.
Back to throw, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A give going right to Martin. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Stafford flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. First out, here's the run with Martin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the ground, this is Jackson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw is Stafford. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
58, right over there.
First down, Mayfield, and caught by Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Let's go. 180. Mike, come on, D.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there. shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mayfield from the gun on third down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Let's go! Let's go!
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield to throw it, and that's complete to Adams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Stafford.
It's just me and you.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Stafford on 1st down. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again is Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. Throwing is Stafford.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the second.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Switch.
Mayfield on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
61, matchbox.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On second down, Martin, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Stafford, flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up 4th down.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Protein spill. 10.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Stay 50. Buzz.
They snap it to Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 45.
Run.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Hey, watch edge.
This is McCaffrey. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
But I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a run with McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3.
Hurry. Check. Shift. Regular.
58.
Hey, Haywood.
58's the mic. Danny. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Point it right. Check.
They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah.
David Montgomery with his first career NFL touchdown, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's go.
Stafford. Flushed out right. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Martin, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
54. That's the pass.
Now Stafford.
Let's get some penetration here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
How will they handle it? Let's find out. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's go. Let's do this.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 58, right over there.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Go, go, go. Hey, running, run.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Let's go, boys. Let's
Nothing
go.
too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Coming up on a 3rd and 9, opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Bucs, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? Yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want I piss so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, dog. Pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it.